Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. Boss have sent over an ME-80 for me to have a look at. The ME-80 has got to be one of the simplest multi-effects units to use. So what we're going to do in this video is to see how simple and easy it is to set up a great sound, a great versatile sound, just by using this unit. Now I'm going to be running this unit DI'd, so basically what I've done here is to take the headphone record jack out of the back of the ME-80 and I'm going straight into my interface. So all the sounds you're going to be hearing is the DI'd sound coming straight from this. It's not going to be going through any extra speaker or any extra amplifier. Now I set this unit up about 5 minutes ago and I've already managed to program 2 sounds in it. It's one of the simplest units to use and it does sound great. So we've got 2 modes. We've got a memory mode and we've got a manual mode. Now in the memory mode I've programmed in a couple of sounds. So I've got a clean sound that I've programmed. And I've got a lead sound. So I'm going to switch it into manual mode by pushing this button here. As you can see, everything is turned off. So what we need to do is to switch on all the different components here by using these foot pedals. So let's start off with the amp. So we've got the preamp section at the top. Let's turn that on. Now let's start from the clean sound. Now we've got all these different choices here from metal to acoustic setting, but what I'm going to use is the tweed setting. Let's switch that on. See, the great thing about the tweed setting is you get that little bit of drive in there. I think we could do with a little bit less treble and a little bit more mid, just a touch. And possibly a little bit less gain. Now when I'm using a clean sound, that's the sort of clean sound that I like to go for with just that little bit of breakup on it. I'm going to miss a couple of steps here and I'm going to go straight over to the reverb. Now the thing that I love about this reverb is the fact it's so simple to use. You've got 3 settings. You've got room, you've got hall, and you've got spring. So if I want to take it to the hall setting, so let's start at the beginning. I mean, that sounds great already, but a little bit more. So already that's a really usable sound, but what we've also got are some extra effects that I can bring in. Let's bring in the compressor by clicking this button here. Now we've got all these different choices here of some other effects as well. We've got defretter, slow gear, octave, some auto wahs, and the compressor. Let's bring it down to the compressor. Let's turn it off. Okay, so the compressor's cutting out a bit of volume. Let's turn the volume up a bit. Again, really simple to use and simple to set up. I'm going to leave out the overdrive just for the moment, but what I want to be able to do with this sound is to have a clean sound, and then when I click in this pedal here, that's going to bring in my overdrive sound. Let's go over to our delay, switch that on. I'm going to leave it on the modulation setting as I want a little bit of modulation in my delays. I don't tend to use chorus as an effect, but the chorus inside these modulate delays sound great. So let's just leave it on that. Let's bring the time up a bit. Let's bring the level back. And let's have less repeats by bringing the feedback down a bit as well. that's a really usable sound. I want to set this up so it's like a 2-channel amp. So when I click on the overdrive, there's my second channel. So let's turn on the overdrive. Now we've got loads of different choices here from the Boss Cosm engine, and basically these are models of all the Boss pedals and some extras as well. Now I tend to like the overdrive pedal, so let's try that. To be honest, I don't think I need to tweak that very much. Just bring the tone back just a little bit. So now if I turn off my overdrive, I've got my clean sound. If I switch on the overdrive, I've got my second channel. Let's turn up the level just a little bit on that drive. The clean and overdrive. Now lastly, we've got this expression pedal over here, which we can set to do quite a few different functions. For this patch, I don't want it doing anything other than volume. But if we actually go into the software here, I've got the Boss ME-80 plugged in via USB straight into my Mac. And if I go over to the pedal effects here, we can choose all the different functions of that expression pedal. For instance, if I want to change the pitch, we've got a couple of different options. We've got plus 1 octave. So let's turn that on. But if we turn it off, it just stays as volume pedal. Now let's just do one more effect, which we can use the modulation setting here. Let's turn that on. Let's change that to the rotary setting. But you've got loads of different settings here, but if I want to change it to a chorus, and then during the set you could just use that like you would like a normal pedal board, but you can turn it off. Now I can use the pedal board just like that, or what I can do is to save that to one of my presets. So if I just push right, now I'm going to save it to button 3, push right again. Now every time I push button 3, that automatically goes to that preset. For me, this is a great sounding simple unit. If you're not into deep diving into loads of different menus, which you can do with, say, like the Boss GT1000, you just want it all in front of you, as you would have if you had a standard pedal board. I think this is a great option. Anyway, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. I really hope you guys got something out of that. If you did get something out of it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click on the bell button and you'll be notified of any future video that comes out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul and I'll see you next time. Cheers.